start?
How you doing? You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. We are very excited today to introduce Seth Hernandez, our first-round pick in the 2025 draft. I want to start with some introductions. Everybody knows who Seth is. We'd like to introduce Dawn, his mother, who is finding a good seat there. Oh, she's standing up. Good. Yep. Not surprised you'd stand up for this. Seth's father, Stephen, is here. Thank you both for being here. There will be many more great moments for the family going forward around Seth's journey, but this is certainly one of them. And this day always makes me at least stop and think about what it is, what it must feel like to be a parent in this moment and see your son up here after all the hard work and his sacrifice, and also both of yours. So thank you for being here to support this. I want to also introduce Nick Chinook and Jonah Arenado, who are here from the Wasserman Group, and not just Nick and Jonah, but others at the Wasserman Group worked really hard to support Seth, and were really helpful through this process. So thanks for being here, guys. And from the Pirates, just a few people, Kevin Graves and Justin Horowitz, our scouting director, Michaela Abatini, who pulls it all together for us. Thank you, Michaela. And I'm going to point out Giancarlo, who's standing over there, because Giancarlo was actually the first person of the Pirates who told me that we were taking Seth Hernandez with our first pick, and that was back in January of 2025. So good work, G. Not here is Mark Slaus, who's our area scout in Southern California, who worked his tail off all spring to help put us in a good position to make this decision. All right, that's enough of the introduction. I just want to say how excited we are for this moment, how excited we are to be a partner to Seth in this next part of his journey. He obviously checks a lot of boxes. You don't get taken where he is in the draft unless you check a lot of boxes. The one thing that really made me feel good, aside from all the athletic and pitch quality and stuff and competitor boxes that he checks, the one thing that made me feel really good is that as I learned about Seth and his story, and even hearing from Seth on a Zoom call before the draft, what I heard was this is a baseball player who loves baseball, who loves being at the field, who happens to be a pitcher. And that foundation is something that we're really excited about. And so that's enough for me, and we will open it up. Or do you want to do the jersey first? Do the jersey first, okay. Hold it up. Yeah. Like this?
This last week or so been like for you?
Yeah, unbelievable. Obviously a lot has gone on in my life recently, but obviously I think this kind of tops it, being a part of a great organization. They've had faith in me since the beginning, so being able to be here, be in Pittsburgh, amazing city, amazing fans as well, so being a part of this it's definitely unbelievable.
Does it feel real now that you're here in the ballpark, in the stadium, that, hey, I'm a professional player now?
Yeah, I think as soon as I put the jersey on, kind of hit me hard as well. Being able to share this moment with my family, agents, friends, just people who have supported me. I mean, I think it's a once in a lifetime experience, and I'm just enjoying every bit of it.
When you think of the journey that you're about to embark on, what part of the process do you look forward to most?
I think kind of like Ben said, I just love being at the field. Just being able to be a part of this great organization, trying to bring that winning culture back to Pittsburgh. Like I said, this is a great city, great atmosphere. So being able to go out and play every day to my best ability and be able to do that, it's definitely what I'm looking forward to.
What are your first impressions of the city so far?
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, came to the game yesterday, watched Skeens pitch, and just being able to kind of look at the view of Pittsburgh, that city line. I mean, it's unbelievable for sure.
When you were watching him pitch, did you allow yourself to dream about maybe one day sharing a rotation with him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he shoved yesterday, and he's probably going to shove for the rest of his life. So if I can kind of follow his footsteps, that'd be great.
Seth, speaking of following in footsteps, were there any players that you really enjoyed growing up watching growing up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Paul Skeens, kind of one of one. Jared Jones, absolute stud as well. Jacob DeGrom, Zach Wheeler, those kind of guys. Cy Young, gotta watch the best to be the best. So.
What about your game are you looking forward to kind of addressing and developing once your professional career starts?
Yeah, I think everything. Obviously, I'm never gonna be perfect, so being able to kind of chase that perfection, whether that be mechanically, mentally, or even physically. So being able to just kind of attack everything at once. I think I'm gonna have a good support system going to Florida, so being able to hop in there and be able to get to work, it's gonna be good.
How excited are you to just be focused on baseball? I mean, no more school, no more chores or anything. It's just baseball right now.
Yeah, just pitching as well. I don't have to hit anymore, so kind of stick to that PO stuff and just be able to go out and just shove it up people's butt. So.
Seth, it could be a long process. How do you go about these next couple of years, or even into the start of it going down to Florida, as far as your mindset with setting goals or however you approach your professional career?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna learn as I go. But I think the main thing is just keep my head down. Obviously, I've got to where I'm at today just from what I've done, so I definitely don't want to mess anything up. But I have a good support system, like I said, so I don't think it's gonna be too tough.
How do you feel like what you experienced in high school can kind of help you prepare for what you're about to expect in the professional?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I kind of had a different route through high school. Kind of did like the online schooling type of thing, so I'm kind of used to that big league schedule per se. So I think I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get after it. I mean, our season ended a couple months ago, so I'm already itching to get back on the field.
Who are the people you've leaned on throughout this process?
A lot. I mean, I think it takes a village. Family, obviously, they're my number one. Also, just like people who supported me at Futures Training Center, where I train at. Everybody there is awesome. So it takes a lot of people. I can't name one, but obviously all of them have been great. And then obviously, faith is super important to me as well. So being able to kind of go through it with my faith and be able to trust God throughout this process has been huge for me.
How have you been developed such a good changeup at a young age? I know that's usually a pitch that comes a little bit later than guys your age.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of just my bread and butter. Started throwing my 8th grade year, kind of got a grip. Kind of just started throwing it then, and it was always pretty good. Always been able to turn the ball over pretty well, so haven't really changed too much with it. Kind of just throw it, and it feels good out of the hand. So.
When you have an advanced fastball and an advanced changeup, how much of it is the focus now could be on some of the spin, the breaking pitches?
Yeah, I mean, I think those could always get better. Make them a little harder, make them a little sharper. I think they're pretty good right now, but like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so being able to perfect everything, whether that be mechanically or even on my pitch grips or anything like that, so I'm going to attack everything.
When did you realize that getting drafted could be a possibility for you?
Man, it's hard to say like one moment. I think probably just after this year, had a good high school season. Even before that, had a pretty good summer last year, so obviously thank God for the everyday kind of thing, but I don't know, it's hard to say like one specific time.
Good. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.